difficulties then. We have now swap commentators. I'm still with Azrael though.
Hello, everyone.
We'll get Lucky into the chat as well, and then we'll share screen with him. I think that should be going now. Yeah, right, we'll let these lot know we're going. So, Azrael, what we thinking? Who we got?
Well, we had Dave Mantis come in last second, take pole on qualifying.
Oh no, that was a great lap from Azrael, considering he's had so long off.
Yeah.
That was a great lap.
You know, I like Steve-O for this. I think Dunn in that GTR is quick. And, you know, I've been saying it for a little bit. Zaskar is a dark horse here. I think if he can string it together, will do pretty well. And then we got an interesting strategy from Fish here, doing a no pole, so he's going to start from the back.
Yeah, what is that? Have we got any information on that as to what he's?
You know, I have heard him complain about the 911's lack of oomph off the line, and how it just puts him right in the middle of the storm that unfolds on turn one. And you know, he's joked about starting at the back, and I think he's going for it.
Fair play to him. Be interested to see how far he can forward he come. I mean, he won the quali race, didn't he, yesterday for the sprint?
He did. He's quick. He's good at this track. I know he's got a good strategy, so I expect him to finish in the top 5, even coming from the back.
Yeah, be interesting to see, as long as he doesn't have any problems getting through the field.
Now he's racing on the Fanatec DD Plus in full VR. He does full VR.
Oh, same as Boosted, for another VR player.
Mm-hmm. So you had some fun in the last race. what happened to you, Chunky?
I wouldn't go that far. Just I got into a little incident with Boosted, which put me on the curb, and then it just fell apart from there, really.
Yeah, I think I saw you get damaged
I got damaged a couple of times. To be honest, after the incident, my head went a little bit, so I sort of just lost. And once you get on the curbs, I got a bit more damage, and then that was it then. Right, these guys are away. Steve-O instantly taking the lead in that Ferrari, as it is very fast off the line. Oh, MG there into the side of Isaiah.
Now, this track is not one of my favorites.
I am going to call you out on your performance yesterday, actually, Azrael, because you murdered me in this left-hander here on the first lap.
I don't know about that. I think we had some good competitive racing.
No, first lap I'm on about, when you hit into the side of Steve-O and he hit me and I spun. It all boxed up in that left-hander, didn't it?
That first corner on lap 1 is it's always exciting.
Oh, Isaiah was sideways again there under braking. I'm surprised, I've got to say, we haven't seen Matthew relinquish his position back to Isaiah after colliding with him in the first corner. Do we call him Zaskar or Z-Car?
We call him Z-Car. Yeah.
He's in fourth.
Now this chicane here at the end is, I've seen people try and straddle the sausage on both turns, and I just can't. It's too unreliable. So I'll try and take the sausage on the second turn. Man, we'll see some bunny hopping today, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I think if you can get it perfect, it's okay, but you get it slightly wrong, and like you say, it absolutely just sends you up in the air.
So we've got Gray Amethyst, a new driver.
We have
Did you
indeed.
see what he's driving?
Yeah, crazy choices. When he joined the league and he mentioned these cars to us, I think he did his trial in these. We said, "Are you crazy?" And he said he loves the older cars. I mean, he was racing in, I think, the Skyline 1999 yesterday, the GTR 500.
It's an interesting choice for sure.
Your mate Fishtail there, he's up to 11th already.
Yeah, I think he just put a purple up too. Oh, it's just lap 2.
Everybody's
Everyone's
going to be purple, aren't they, this lap, I think.
We've even got Mufasa in this race.
We have the one of the owners of our server.
A very interesting Lion King Dragon Ball Z combo livery.
Indeed, battling with Tom, one of his nemesis from F1. Oh, you saw that then, Apex all over the curb.
Yeah, I tell you, this track, so I drive the BRZ, and it's a light car, and this track you really have to take every curb into account, and these curbs want to murder you constantly.
Yeah, they're a very strange curb, aren't they? Because they've got that weird peak at the top of them that if you get slightly over, just picks the car up. Well, Shippo wide there, Apex up the inside of him. Shippo will keep the inside there. Another vehicle of yours you like to drive, isn't it, that Renault?
Yeah, I do. I like the Renault a lot, and Shippo has gotten pretty good with it.
He really enjoys it. He mentioned it to me that I should try it, and I did. It is nice to drive, but he really does like driving it, as I think you do as well.
You have to drive it a bit different than the other cars. I mean, it has 7 gears. It likes high speed. It doesn't like those low gears at all. Whereas like the Porsche, you put it in first and get good rotation, and the Renault will just spin out in low gear. So it's a challenging technical car to drive. But if you can get it figured out, it's pretty rapid.
I mean, you certainly go really well in it in all your races. I think you're right up there with the best in the world in the Renault, aren't you? I think you're very close to the top as one of the top drivers in that car.
Well, I mean, fortunately, there's not many of us, so it's not hard to get towards the top. But
it's still a difficult car to drive, though. I think that's shown now. It's never really the meta in anything, is it? In the dailies, it's never really the car everybody's choosing.
No, it's not.
Steve-O's setting sail a little bit here, 2.2 seconds over his brother. That Ferrari, I think, is good round here as well, as we saw in the sprint yesterday.
It is, but it has a tire wear problem. It's tough to overcome when you're doing 38 laps, and this track will chew your tires up.
100%. His tyre wear
So
doesn't look much worse than Specs in second, though. At the minute, I don't know how quick that'll change.
Yes, we've got everyone. Mufasa's on the softs, but everyone else so far is on medium. Jay's on soft.
I think we saw a couple try it in the pro, didn't we? I'm sure Smiley start on softs. I think in the pro. I know Dad Leisure definitely did.
Oh, he went like soft or something.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Oh, we
at
got
that.
Tom off the track.
Oh no, that's not good.
And Amethyst has front and rear damage.
And suspension damage. Does that just come part of the standard setup on the Silhouette though? Fishtail up to 10th now. He's going to start trying to work on Jay, I think.
Yeah,
Jay's
so
on softs as well.
What was your tire strategy for this?
I was going to medium it. To be honest, I did think about the medium softs, but the BM's just a little bit too heavy on the front corner wear.
Yeah, that was my strategy too. So a medium, you're looking at 19 and 19, so a one stop.
Yeah, it was
In order to,
comfortably doable.
yeah, to make a medium soft work, you've got to get 20, no, probably 23 laps out of your tires, and then you got a long soft stint to worry about.
I think the
You
problem
know,
is you lose too much time in the meantime, don't you? Trying to save tyres or running around on worn tyres, that it doesn't really add up.
yeah, this is about a 25-second pit. Um, so it can take a little bit of time. It's not the longest pit, but you definitely have to take that into account with your tire strategy.
Lagtastic's here in fifth in that Porsche. Nice and comfortable. He's got 3.2 seconds to Zcar in front and 3.3 seconds to Shippo behind him. I think he'd be happy with that performance at the minute, wouldn't he?
Yeah, so we've got a nice little pack of 4 cars here towards the front, and then we've got Smack kind of making up a gap in the middle, and then another little pack there from 6 to 10.
Oh, Jay looks
3
like,
here.
is that Jay with a oh no, Jay's got past Mufasa now. Them soft tyres starting to wear quite heavily though.
Yeah, when about 8 laps, these softs get really sketchy. I mean, I know some people can maybe get 12, 13 out of it, but past 10, I feel like you're gonna die
Yeah,
constantly.
I think especially on the full load of fuel. If I was going to do it, it would definitely be on the lower side of the fuel scale. Zcar now right onto the back of Isaiah, really pressuring him now. That Porsche is so good in the traction zones, isn't it? It just picks up and goes.
It is. It's a great all-around car, and definitely one of the best cars to choose in general. You know, it's good in almost every track.
Yeah, I don't think there's many tracks. I don't think many, if any, that it's bad at. Is there? Not that I can think off the top of my head.
No, it has decent tire wear, nice sized gas tank, so it's a great choice.
That Lexus is strong this season as well, though, isn't it? Obviously, with Lucky driving it so well in the Pro tier, and Isaiah doing well with it in this tier. I think the Lexus is very strong this season.
Yeah, we were talking about that. The Lexus, it has great top end speed, um, good performance all around. It really kind of struggles in slow corners like this one that Isaiah's going through. Turn one,
As you can see
or
there,
not
yeah.
turn one.
Panda wants a run down of the places. Let's run down them. We've got Steve-O still in the lead. He is being caught by his brother, who is in second place. Isaiah into third, who is having a great battle with Zcar, followed by Smack Attack in fifth. Shippo into sixth position with Jay and Apex battling behind. Jay has now got himself a 1 second penalty. Fishtail has got himself into ninth. Mufasa in 10th. Tom in 11th. Bibby into 12th now. LeChick into 13th. And Amethyst, after pitting with that damage, is now down into 14th position. Obviously, with the heavy damage model, you just can't continue on those with damage, can you? Especially not suspension damage.
Yeah, if you're with damage at this point, and if you're running mediums, I mean, you're trying to get another 10 laps. That's pretty tough. You know, I would probably pit, repair that damage. You know, throw on maybe a pair of hards even.
I think
And
Lucky's just put in the chat. Bibby's on hards. He is in that Aston Martin. I don't think we've seen
he is.
anybody run the hards, have we? Brave choice. For me, they just don't work. You lose too much time everywhere else. Now we've got a battle coming on at the front as well. Matthew has caught Steve-O. We saw these two go toe to toe last week at Watkins for quite a lot of laps. Steve-O getting a bit out of shape there. I think we may see a pass here into T1. Do we think, Azrael?
You know, they've got very similar tire wear. I don't know if he's going to try and send it here, but
I think the performance drop-off on the Ferrari is a little bit more excessive, isn't it?
it is.
Here we go. I think we're going to see a dive here from Matt. No, chooses to stay behind his brother. Great battling for these two. We'll go on board with Matt for a little bit.
Well, we've got Z-Car up in 3rd place now.
Yep, he's worked his way up.
Overtaken Isaiah. It's going to give him some clean air to... Cause I think he was getting held up a little bit.
Yeah, see if he can make any inroads into these two in front.
We have Fish all the way up in 8th now from last.
He's working his way. We've got a lot of Americans up there. One thing we do know is these two brothers will not give each other an inch. Yeah, Z there has now got himself 1.3 and set in front of Isaiah. I think the issue with that Lexus sometimes is it's like this, like I struggled with the BM a bit in that is once it switches to the medium tyres after qualifying on the softs, it feels like a completely different car.
Yeah, he's taking both of those sausages there on that chicane at the end. That's brave in the Lexus. It is a heavy car, so it can handle those a little bit better than something like Shippo's Renault.
Smack attack there. He's literally in no man's land in 5th, isn't he? He's 5.6 seconds off 4th and 6.6 seconds off 6th.
He's having a nice Sunday stroll.
Great little battle this is from 6th down to 9th. All 4 of them in the picture there. Apex, Shippo, J and Fishtail. Oh, Shippo, careful on that curb. I would imagine this is the section where the Renault excels through these left-handers.
It does.
Oh, he's wide. As I say that, he hits the barrier.
You cursed him, the commentator's curse.
Yeah,
Strikes again.
Curse. That's super unlucky. And he's got, that damage is going to be murderous. That's what I had to drive with. Rear suspension. It is horrible. Horrible damage. It will make that car super sketchy everywhere. Jay down to 3/4, is now 3/4 worn on that front left.
Oh yeah, he's going to be wanting to pit.
He's going to have to start thinking about pitting.
You know, and Shippo's got to be asking the same thing.
Shippo's going to have to go in with that damage. He's going to have to dive into the pits with that damage. He cannot continue with rear suspension damage. Oh, Jay! Woo! Looked like he was going for that then. Both of them, him and Apex, got very sketchy over the curb. He's sideways again, he catches it. This is just going to allow Fishtail to get a decent run on him now, but that BM is very fast in a straight line. I'm surprised he hasn't gone for the pits.
That's a bold move.
Yeah, I would not want that tyre getting to red.
You know,
Isaiah now starting to close back in on Z-Car. He's right on the back of him here.
Oh.
They have slowly started. Oh, Matthew and Stephen are bumper to bumper.
Within a 1/10 of a second. Oh, here we go. Austin.
But I'll tell you what, this battling is allowing those other two to close the gap slightly though. Steve-O back in front, great switch back there. That Ferrari, another car that's really good on its pickup, isn't it?
Yeah, that was a beautiful move by Steve-O.
These two will be in a party together. I imagine they'll be hurling abuse at each other as well. Great battling from these two.
Them fighting has allowed Z-Car to get within just about 4 seconds now.
I think he's knocked a second off him within the last 4 corners, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
They have to be careful because this is what they did last week. They battled last week and it brought a couple of the other guys in. Now you're on lap 12 and 38. You have to be clever, don't you? These two side by side again. You do not want to be out on that curb.
Back here in the middle, we have Fish has now overtaken Jay. He's going into
Jay's
the
in the pits, isn't he? 3.6 seconds the gap now between Z and Specs. It's coming down. He's taking Isaiah with him as well. Apex now has Fishtail closely behind him. Shippo stayed out with that damage. I am surprised at that. I mean, I don't know. I haven't had to drive that Renault with damage. How drivable is it?
With rear suspension and aero, I wouldn't have done that personally.
Do you think he's losing more time staying out than he would have to pit?
Yeah, but you know, if he's trying to make a strategy work, I don't know why you would stay out on mediums for that long, but he's got something in mind.
What do you think we're going to see from Bibby here? Obviously a hard to soft. He's got to, hasn't he?
Can you make 38 laps work? No, he's going to run out of fuel.
He's going to run out. He's going to have to pit, but surely he's going to be trying to go from hards to softs.
I would hope so. Yeah.
Yeah. These two still battling now. The gap has stabilised now to Z behind 3.7 seconds, who in turn is 1.1 seconds in front of Isaiah. They have 8 seconds now on Smack Attack.
Yeah, this front pack is they're just booking it.
Fish here still on the back of Apex.
You know, I race with Apex in the sprint, and he is very difficult to pass. He just makes that car as wide as possible.
He puts it in all the right places, doesn't he? He puts it in a position where you physically can't make a move.
Very clean driver, and yeah, he just makes it hard to do the job.
Definitely. There's quite a few. I think there's quite a few drivers within the 2 tiers that are expert defenders. Matthew pulling it. Oh, he's hit the back of Steve-O there.
We really have everyone pretty spread out. You know, Amethyst is a minute behind first place. Oh, Bibby just went off. Those hard tires giving him some trouble.
They're not fun to drive on, are they, those hards? Oh, Matthew's got a move here up the inside of Stephen. Stephen closes it off. Manages to stay out in front. This will be frustrating, Matt. But the gap is down now to 3 seconds to Z. This battling is going to bring these two other guys in, isn't it? Which is as a driver, it's not what you want, is it, when you're battling for the lead? You certainly don't want 2 other people arriving and joining in.
That's right. You know, I'm really surprised to see the that GTR's tire front left is worse than the Ferrari.
Yeah, but then if you look at the rear, it's opposite on the Ferrari. It's rear left is more worn than the GTR.
You know, Steve-O's got a little more even tire wear.
Yeah. I think this track is suited to the MR car, isn't it? I have to say, from what I've seen this weekend, I think the MR car is the car of choice for this circuit.
So I would expect them to, if they're going for the medium one stop, within the next 4 laps to be pitting for a
Yeah,
tire
18,
change.
19, 20, do we think?
Yeah.
Around there. Ferrari is heavier on fuel than the GTR, isn't it?
Well, it has a smaller gas tank.
That might be helping its tyres, actually. A bit lighter.
That's right.
2.4 seconds now to Z. He's getting there. And his tyres don't look... His tyres are in better condition than the GTR.
He might be tire saving.
Yeah, he's certainly closing them in, and he's got a bit more tyre left towards the end of this stint over the next 3 laps. That could be a big swing, couldn't it?
Definitely.
Azaya there's still got decent tyre wear as well. Lucky saying, how's my fellow Lexus doing? He's doing well. He's staying in touch with these guys. Oh, as we say that, curse him, and he goes onto the grass a little bit. These guys have completely broke away from the rest, haven't they?
Yeah, that's a huge gap.
Yeah, these guys have absolutely set sail here.
So we've got Beam and Jay with the fastest lap of a 131.7.
He's done that on a set of mediums as well, I think, hasn't he? He's onto the back of Shippo now. Shippo's still circulating with that damage. His tyre wear's looking really good though. Very evenly worn. That can't feel very nice driving around on that damage though, can it?
No, he's still going.
Tom in 10th position there.
14 seconds behind P7. That's going to be hard to make up.
Panda says Jay set his fastest lap on lap 3, which would make sense because he was on the soft tyre then, pretty fresh, weren't he? The gap to first down to a 10th again.
Ooh.
These guys are battling hard.
Something happened to Apex and Fish just flew past him.
Apex with a mistake, do we think? Yeah, could have been a penalty.
Was that pit penalty you served?
Penalty lines on the finish straight, isn't it?
Yeah, so he had a penalty.
These guys at the front here absolutely going toe to toe again. Great battling to see. They went at it all race last week, and they're at it again. I think these two are definitely the two to watch at the minute for the GT Championship, aren't they?
And they are contenders.
What's the gap behind? They have started extending again a little bit to Z.
Well,
and he has pulled nearly 2 seconds on Isaiah as well.
And Steve and Matt have been, within half a second of each other this entire race. That's got to be stressful.
It's very hard to follow in the dirty air on this game, isn't it?
It is.
So
yeah.
For Matt to sit that close to Stephen lap after lap and still be mistake free is really good going. That front left tyre is starting to look heavily worn though, isn't it, on that GTR?
It is. Yeah, he's got to be feeling that in every corner.
Do you think he'll go next lap, or do you think he'll try and go to 19?
You've got to go to 19,
yeah.
or else
20 if possible. I would try for 18 laps on the second stint.
It's unfortunate. Polyphony has created a custom slipstream for daily races that gets rid of the dirty air. Gives you better slipstream, and they haven't provided that for custom lobbies yet.
Yeah, another thing that Polyphony do, which I find quite strange, is the game handling model is very dependent on tyre temperatures, but it doesn't actually let you see what those are.
Yeah, it's really silly. The data's there, obviously. Third-party apps will let you tap into it. And it would be so helpful to see what your current tire temps are. And because everything you do affects the temperature on your tires. And those things heat up Okay. Well, here we go.
Oh,
Done.
that's early. That's early.
It is early. He's gonna have something to figure out.
He's gonna be suffering at the end, isn't he?
You know, unless he runs a soft, which we may see him put on soft tires.
Where's he gonna come out here? Is he gonna come out?
Well, he's putting fuel in.
Fish. I'll tell you what, Fishtail is catching Smack Attack at some rate as well. That gap now down to 2 seconds. Is that Matthew out just there, just out in front of Apex? How much is he going to be held up by these two cars in front though? This is the problem when you drop out of sequence, you end up in traffic, don't you?
That's right. But you know, these guys are going to be pitting soon. I don't think they're going to hold him up too much. You're right. Fish is
Jay in 8th here. He's lost a lot. He seems to just be floating around in no man's land as well. He's obviously already. I'll tell you what that is, because he's pitted, isn't it? And the others haven't.
He did. He put on. He
mediums,
went soft medium.
Soft medium. So as these guys pit, he'll be a contender up there. I mean, he's not going to get those. He's not going to get those mediums to the end, though, is he? No chance.
He's not. He's going to have to pit again.
Tom in 9th there in front of Mufasa. Shippo is now pitted and is out with no damage. Steve-O into the pits now. Amethyst and Bibby having a battle here. Amethyst runs wide, Bibby back up the inside. Z now takes control of the lead of this race with Azire in the Lexus in 2nd. Will Steve-O come out in front of his brother, or is he going to come out into the traffic of Fishtail?
Oh, he is. Oh, even later.
He's behind. He's way behind his brother. Big time loss for Stephen there. 3 seconds.
Wow.
Oh, he's... Yeah, that's... He's put more fuel in.
I think that's it.
Yeah, he's put more fuel in. Apex in the pits now. Fishtail and Matt now right onto the back of Smack Attack. Fishtail slowly working his way into contention here, isn't he?
Yeah, from last to 4th so far.
It's going to be a big ask for him to get any further up the field from 4th, though, isn't it? With the gap being so big to these guys. I mean, 15 seconds to Azire at the minute.
Matt taking it on the outside. The Fishtail took that position right away.
He knows he's got to go. He's got to try and get a car in between him and Stephen, hasn't he?
Yeah, and he's got those better tires. Let him do that. That was a nice, clean overtake.
Z and Isaiah go again. Still haven't pitted. They're into traffic there. They're into lappers. Bibby and Amethyst now.
They've got a back marker.
Amethyst moves out the way. Bibby moves out the way. That's nice to see. Smack Attack Matt finally dives into the pits. I think... How far do we think we're going to see Fishtail go? Do we think we're going to see him in next lap, or... Oh, he's on the curve there.
That curve has claimed so many people. Well, if he is still running these mediums, I'm guessing he's going for a long medium soft strat. So he's going to push this to probably 23 or 25 laps even.
You think he's going to try and do the soft strategy?
I think so. Otherwise, I think he would have put in at 19 and put another set of mediums on and split it in half.
Yeah.
So,
these two up in the lead now are hemorrhaging a bit of time now to Matt behind. It's down to 14 seconds now, so these guys need to think about pitting soon, don't they? If they want to stay within the realms of these guys.
they're still going, so I think they're trying to pull off the same strat that Fishtail is. Push these mediums Yeah,
to
as
the
far as
brink.
it can.
Yeah, I know. Lucky, who obviously also drives the Lexus in the Pro Tier, was saying in the practice lobbies this week he could do it a medium soft, but whether it would be faster. No, Fishtail's in. Whether it would be faster to try and do that, or whether the performance drop off would be just too much. Oh, Isaiah now right onto the back of Z. We may see these guys. Obviously, I take it Z and Fishtail will be in a party together, so they'll be discussing strategies.
Yeah, him and Smack and Z-Car are all on the same team with me, actually, and I'm sure they're all chatting.
Alico's as well, isn't it? From the Pro
Yep.
team, he's in there as well, isn't he?
Yep. Yeah, he had a good, decent performance at our pro race earlier.
Great addition to the league. I mean, taking victory in his debut sprint race, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. That was a nice way to introduce himself to all you guys.
Definitely. I mean, you said he was fast when he joined, and he proved it. So it's nice to see some more fast drivers joining, more and more competitive. That's Z into the pits now. Isaiah chooses to go again.
Wow.
Panda's asking who spun. I'm going to go with it would have been Amethyst. As he was battling with Bibby, now he's a long way behind. The chick there in 12th, circulating quite well. He now has the leader on the back of him though. We saw a bit of an incident. We saw a bit of an incident between LeChick and Steve-O, who was leading last week. LeChick tried to get out of the way, and Steve-O moved the same way at the same time. Jay's fastest lap still stands as well. Nobody has taken that from him.
You know, I gotta say, every time I've come up in a scenario with LeChick, he moves away and gives you the space.
Definitely.
Every time.
He goes out of his way to get out of the way. He really does. Isaiah is losing a lot of time now to Matthew behind.
Oh, yeah,
I think he's gonna come out quite a way behind Z. Now Z's on those fresher tyres.
He's got a pit.
Yeah, you can't drag those much longer, can you, without losing just way more time than it's worth. He's gone again.
Oh my gosh.
He's definitely going to go for softs, isn't he, here?
He's going to run these tyres down to nubs.
I just think by the time he does it, is he going to be able to have enough advantage on the soft tyre to work his way back to these guys?
Yeah, that's going to put him... If he pits this next lap, he's going to come out in 7th, 8th.
Yeah. Matt only went a lap before Stephen, lucky. So, he did go early, but...
Well, Mufasa's worked his way up to 9th.
Lucky says Isaiah's going against team orders. The Lexus command post is glitching. I'll tell you what, Matthew has pulled 4.5 seconds on his brother though. But
yeah, that was good strategy.
Are his tyres going to last? He's got to go another 15 laps on those tyres.
On mediums?
Yeah, but remember he pitted lap 18.
Yeah, that's an extra lap. I think he could do that. We're seeing some of these guys pull, pits on lap 20. That's doable.
Jay now has secured himself 5th position. I think he will definitely have to pit again. Yeah, he will, even for fuel, so that's not... Smack Attack Matt now in 6th with Apex and Fishtail right on the back of him now. Fishtail's lost positions there, hasn't he?
Well, he pit.
Yeah.
He
yeah, but so did Apex. He was in front of Apex, wasn't he?
He was. That's right.
He's lost a position to Apex. Isaiah's now into the pits. I think
Well,
Lucky's been on the pit wall shouting at him.
well, you
Mufasa
have
in ninth.
Shippo in 10th in no man's land. There is no one next to him.
We're gonna have to see. Mufasa's gonna have to pit again, isn't he? I think.
Oh, I don't know if you can get another 10 laps, 15 laps out of those
Yeah, I
tires.
think he's gonna be pitting again. I'd imagine. The chick here has now got the race leader right behind him.
I'm curious, have you experienced with McLaren that Mufasa is driving?
Yeah, I ran. I quite enjoy the McLaren.
He's got it 3 to the front on his brake balance.
I definitely wouldn't be running it 3 to the front, maybe.
Yeah, that seems a little dangerous. Especially with this track wearing out the front left like it does.
I'll tell you what, a strategy by Isaiah. He's still in third. He's managed to get out in front of Z on those fresher tyres.
Oh, wow, yeah.
That's some going, that is, to gain time, because he was behind him when Z pitted. Oh, we got a yellow flag. Where's that?
Oh, no.
Who is it?
The chick had spun
Oh,
out.
the chick spun in the last corner.
That last corner, yeah.
That's it, Lucky. Yeah, you take back your previous statement. He's gone for the master class there. Steve-O is now closing his brother in. He's pulled over a second in the last couple of laps. This is gonna come down to the last couple of laps, isn't it? A battle with these guys.
I think so.
Isaiah now is being hassled by Z. I can't believe Isaiah's come out in front of Z there.
That's impressive. I'm not sure what he did or if something happened, but
I'd have thought he'd have just lost too much time to. Let's have a look at Z's laps. No, they're not.
Well, there was a 157 there on lap 21. What happened?
Yeah, but that's got to be his pit, hasn't it? That's his pit lap.
Does it not show pit lap on the spectating?
No, because Isaiah's done a 153, so his pit stop was faster. Less fuel. He's got less fuel on board. That's where the time's been made up, isn't it? Jay in 5th here, still working away. He's going to have to pit again, I would imagine. He's going to definitely be struggling to take those tyres to the end. And the fuel. Oh, look at this.
Nice battle with
gaggle of drivers here, but there is back markers amongst this.
Yeah, Bibby and Bray.
Yeah.
Apex just weaving in between those guys.
I'll tell you what, it's so important, isn't it, to get back past these guys cleanly and in the right place. Smack attack map pulls to the right there. He's being pushed along by Fishtail, I think.
A little teamwork.
Yep. Oh, catches that well. Apex is struggling here to get past Amethyst. Amethyst moves to the inside by the looks of it. Yeah, he's got out the way. Well done.
Yeah, that's good to see.
Especially considering him and Bibby are battling. It's nice to see him still get out the way for the other drivers. Shippo floating around in 10th, still in no man's land. Tom down in 11th. Amethyst 12th. Bibby 13th. Lechik in 14th now. About to be lapped by Shippo. Matthew still 3.8 seconds clear here. That tyre though is starting to look worn on the front left, isn't it?
You got another 12 laps.
Yeah, that's heavy wear, considering you got 12 laps left. He pit lap 18, so he's gone 9 laps.
You know, if I was him, I would definitely be trying to tire save. You know, be easy on these turns. When you hear those tires squeal, you're burning the tires down.
Yeah, definitely. Steve-O now 4 seconds behind. Steve-O could be playing a clever game here, couldn't he? Not push too hard, let your brother's tyre wear kick in and then try and put a big push in at the end.
There is a big difference.
Isaiah obviously on the freshest tyres. Great strategy call there. Just hopefully he's got enough. Yeah, since the pit stop he's pulled in 2 seconds by the looks of it on the other guys. And he's taking Z with him as well.
Yeah, they are pretty close with them second. And then behind Z, you've got 8 seconds to J.
They're going faster here as well. Isaiah's done a 1:31.9 in the last lap, and that's in comparison to Steve-O's 1:33.2.
Oh no, Z is off.
Oh
in
no!
the sand.
He got damage? No, he's managed to get away with no damage.
Oh, that last curve.
Oh, Jay's passed him. Is he going to lose any more positions here? He's going to be absolutely furious with himself, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
4th position definitely there. Potentially a podium. Hopefully he doesn't lose his head and manages to pull himself back through. Smack Attack has managed to get in front of Apex here. Apex into the slipstream here. Are we going to see a dive? Ooh. Yeah, good move. Good move from Apex there. Gets that done. Backs himself up. Oh, very close to the wall there. Oh, he's back past him, isn't he? No, he has to concede. He's brought Fishtail right onto the back of him as well. It's a very difficult track to pass on, isn't it? There's only a couple of really clean passing positions, and you have to set them up well.
I don't know if there's any clean passing positions in this track.
I think there's only down to T1, isn't there? And I think maybe the braking into this hairpin, if you can get alongside.
Yeah, unless if you don't know the driver that you're trying to pass, it's tough to try and make anything work in this track.
100%. So Shippo into 9th now. 23 seconds to Fishtail with 20 to Tom behind him. Mufasa's pitted now and come out on brand new softs. Amethyst has damage everywhere all over that car. Still circulating.
That thing is barely moving.
There is more damage than there is places without damage. Bibby's still circulating on them hards as well. The chick down there in 14th. Matt still 3.9 seconds in front of his brother. That tyre, every time you click on it, looks worse.
Boy, yeah. He's gained, Matt has gained about a half second in the last lap.
I'll tell you who's the one to watch here, Isaiah. He is catching Steve-O. Bibby can't do a no-stop lucky. I don't think the fuel can go that far, can it?
No. I cannot imagine him getting another 10 laps out of these tires.
I'll tell you, Isaiah, if he can keep working on Steve-O here and Steve-O's tyre wear kicks in, he could be right on the back. If Matt's tyre also gives up, he could be right on the back of these guys at the right time. He is absolutely flying here. He's going a second faster than them.
I like his strategy so far. He's really pulling it off. Yeah. 1:33.07 last lap.
And what was Steve-O's? A 1:33.4, so he didn't pull quite as much that lap. But you can see him now in the background. Matt's extended his lead again, hasn't he, to Stephen? So it looks like Stephen's the one here who looks quite vulnerable at the minute. Oh, he's wide there. That isn't where you want to go. He runs wide there as well.
Yeah, C car is out in the middle of nowhere in P4. 14 seconds either way.
Oh, so Jay's pitted again now, which has put Z-Car back into 4th. I think he'll be relieved at that, to be honest, after that crash. If the field had been tighter, he could have been all the way to the back, couldn't he? And escaping with no damage as well was lucky. Apex pushed up into 5th now with Jay pitting, with Fishtail into 6th right on the back of him. These two are having a good battle. Fishtail's tyres a lot fresher than Apex's.
Yeah, I think they're on the same strat, so I don't think we're going to see anyone pitting at this point.
Jay out on softs. Is he going to be able to catch back up to Fishtail and Apex now? He still has the fastest lap of the race, and he's out on low fuel now with softer tyres.
Yeah, he has fresh softs, and he just overtook Smack.
Yeah, he's gonna be pushing like mad these last 8 laps. We know he's fast as well. He's already got a fastest lap of the race, so will we see him go faster? Oh, he's loose over that curb. Though that curb is the worst, that first one, isn't it? That right-hand curb is horrific.
It is, and his tires are still warming up, so he's got to get those things gripping. And, he's already pulling half a second on Apex within that last corner.
Mufasa now, he's catching up to the back of Tom. Mufasa obviously on the new soft tyres. Tom on slightly more worn mediums. That'll be a good battle to see. Those two, obviously, contenders in the F1 series. Long-standing rivals. Matt now 5.4 seconds in front of Stephen. Stephen's only 3.7 seconds in front of Isaiah. His lap times have seriously dropped off, Stephen's have. They're getting slower and slower every lap.
These next 7 laps are going to be...
Isaiah's catching him quickly here, and his brother's pulling away. But look at Matt's tyre. Look at the front left on Matt's car.
I think he's done a good job of managing that. I mean,
yeah.
His lap times are pretty solid. He's got a 6.5.
He can actually start to lift off a bit now, can't he, and try and preserve that tyre as much as possible.
That's what I would be doing. Is just hit your markers, take it easy.
Isaiah's took another second out of Stephen here. That tyre deficit's big as well, isn't it, between him and Stephen? This strategy Isaiah's done's been brilliant, hasn't it? Really has played out.
Boy, these top 3 are 25 seconds in front of P4. That's incredible.
Yeah, 17 seconds from Isaiah to Z. I mean, Z was obviously up there until he made his mistake. But these guys have checked out, especially from the rest of the field. I mean, Z's 13 seconds in front of Fishtail now, who is up to 5th.
I just gotta say, I called it. Fish last to top 5.
You certainly did. I'll tell you what he has got though. He has got Jay closing them in at a rate of knots. Jay is now only 2.5 seconds behind Apex. So he may be up there with Fishtail by the end of this race.
To be honest, Jay's tires already within...
Oh, he's gone.
Yep.
He's gone. Just put a wheel on the grass there.
He's pushing those tires too hard.
Yeah, he's absolutely desperately trying to climb his way back up through the field, isn't he?
I'd actually kind of be surprised if he can put another 6 laps.
He's just set the fastest lap on his previous lap, so we know he's pushing hard. Yeah, the thing with that soft tyre, it is a quality tyre, isn't it?
It is.
Isaiah now, right. Oh, he nearly loses the back end, but he's within 1.6 seconds of Stephen. That's lost him some time, though, there. Took it back over 2 seconds. Near-death experience in the Lexus there. That is the Lexus's weakness, isn't it?
It is.
Once it goes, it goes.
It's so heavy, so when it starts to spin, it's really hard to save it.
But I suppose if you've got the massage and the heated seats on, at least you crash comfortably.
It's true.
Matt 6.5 seconds in front now. He should be able to manage that tyre, shouldn't he? It is going to be close, though, I think.
Well, you know, he's coming up on some back markers here, so these guys could hold him
These
up.
guys are fighting as well. Mufasa is now in front of Tom. So Mufasa on that soft tyre, he's worked his way back in front of Tom now. As they get round Bibby. Shippo in 9th up there. I think he'd be happy with that. I think he'd be happy with 9th. This GT class is seriously quick now as well, isn't it? Oh, Bibby into the side of Specs here. That was close. This is the problem now for Specs, like you say. He's trying to work his way through these back markers. And they're battling, aren't they? So it's difficult.
Yeah, Matt's flashing his lights, but they're not moving.
Yeah, will he get past Tom here? Is Tom going to yield? No, he doesn't. Oh, Tom's making this difficult for Matt here. He's lost over a second in this sector alone. Oh my God, that's not what you want to see. Moves out the way now. Whether Tom thought he was battling, it's down to 4.5 seconds.
Yeah, he lost 2 seconds on that.
That's not what you want when you've got quite high tyre wear, is it?
No. Yeah, he's got to get 4 more laps out of those mediums in that front
Stephen
left.
has started to slowly. I think he's stabilised the gap a bit now.
He's got better tires. I mean, he's at, 45% tire wear on that front left. And that, his front left he's got about 25% left.
I mean, he's going to have to work his way through these back markers now as well, though. Isaiah now within 1.2 seconds of Stephen. The thing is as well, how hard, if these guys are catching Matt, how hard do you battle between yourselves? It's a bit late to be working together now, isn't it?
Yeah, you're trying to... I think Isaiah's mission is to... He's within 0.8 seconds, 0.7. He's got 3 laps to make it up.
He loses time through there every lap, though, through those left-handers. That's where that Ferrari is good, though, isn't it?
Oh, that Ferrari is so rapid.
Great sounding car as well. Z obviously still in no man's land there. Fishtail now has got himself into a decent position. Apex J is onto the back of Apex now. So without that crash from Jay, I think he'd have been right up with Fishtail by now.
That's very possible.
Sideways again. I mean, it could still happen, and tyres haven't worn too badly on that BMW. Are we going to see a move here into the hairpin at the bottom of the hill from Jay? Can't quite do it. That is why the BM struggles out of there as well.
Oh, I think he's going to make a move on Apex here.
Oh, this is a dangerous place to make a move, isn't it? Into the chicane. Tries to go around the long way round. Was that contact there?
Oh.
That looked like he closed the door on Apex a bit there.
He just parked it. He just put it in front of him, and Apex
had nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go. That's unfortunate.
I think we'll see that in the reports category.
Oh, Smack lost it.
Smack into the wall. Big collision into the wall there. Look at the damage as well.
Oh,
yeah, Shippo's hoovering up here. Shippo is famous with his nickname of the Hoover. Will he be able to hoover up these 25 seconds to Smack attack now? Mufasa now has damage as well and has Tom right onto the back of him. Smack's pitting.
So Shippo's he's gonna take it.
Specs here, front left is heavily worn now. Steve-O is now starting to close him back in as well, and he's bringing Isaiah with him. got too many back markers in a while. I think Specs has played this perfectly, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's executed this strategy. I mean, look, his fuel is, I think, right on.
Yeah.
I mean, that front left, he's definitely got to baby it across the line, but I think he's
Isaiah
gonna
up the inside
pull
of
it off.
Stephen. Stephen with the switchback again. That's twice he's done that. He's performed a switchback in this race. Good move from Stephen there. The thing is, Isaiah's tyre situation is so much better, isn't it?
It is.
I think he can afford. He's got to work himself into a good position here to get Stephen, because one thing with Stephen is he will not make your life easy to pass him. And like we've seen him do twice already tonight, if you don't get the pass secured, he will just pass you straight back.
Yeah, Isaiah within half a second.
Always up the inside of him, not quite. That Ferrari's so good on the take up there. They're working their way up towards Tom and Mufasa battling here as well. This is going to be difficult for these guys to get past now, with Tom and Mufasa both battling for position. They're
And
obviously
Chippo,
not going to want to yield.
Chippo is right on the back of Smack, so Smack was able to get out of the pits.
Smack should
just
have a
in front.
massive advantage with those tyres though, shouldn't they?
Oh yeah. Oh, he didn't change his
didn't
tires.
change tyres, he just
just
repaired.
repaired damage. That was smart.
Yeah, that was smart. I've never seen anybody do that before.
That got him out right in front of Shippo.
Oh my god, look at this battle for second here. They're literally on the back of the back bar. Who was that then?
Oh my gosh.
Was that Tom?
Went off.
That was Tom.
Tom went off.
And Isaiah now on the outside of Steve, and this is brave here. These guys. Oh, you've got to give each other room. Oh, some serious battling going on here. I could see,
Final lap.
You could see Isaiah needed to get that done really though, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean
He hasn't got many
about
places.
45. He's got 45 seconds to make something happen.
Yeah, he's not got many places left to make this move, has he? Matt has played this to absolute perfection. I think we're going to see Steve-O in second here. Isaiah's just dropped the ball a bit there. Over a second gap, he's not going to be able to pull that in without a mistake from Stephen.
Right. Got Matt coming into the final corner.
We'll go on with Matt, give him his glory. Great drive from him there. Perfect strategy call. I mean, look at that. Fuel to perfection. The tyre completely worn at the end. Great drive there.
Flashing
Well
his
deserved
lights.
win.
Good job.
He'd be happy to beat his brother there. Steve-O in second position, with Isaiah literally bumper to bumper with him in third. Great podium for those three.
That was a great race. All three of them.
Yeah, deserve that. Z with a great race there as well. I mean, after his incident, I think he'll be happy with fourth.
Yeah, good job.
Fishtails managed to hold Jay off. I think great drive from Fishtail as well. Got to be up there for driver of the day, last to fifth.
Yep, he was steady and consistent.
Apex has managed to keep seventh after his incident. I think obviously that helped that Smack Attack had his incident as well.
Shippo just almost catching him.
Just couldn't, not quite enough. That was a super clever move from Smack Attack not to change tyres when he pitted though. Literally just to repair damage. Very clever strategy.
It gave him 8 for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously Shippo into ninth there. Last one to cross the line.
Well, we got one more. We got LeChick.
Oh, is LeChick still going? How have all these guys finished and LeChick hasn't?
I don't know.
LeChick to cross the line, flashing his lights. I think he'll be happy with 12th.
I would think so.
Mufasa in 10th. Good return for him. Good return for Tom. We'll go through these positions once more. Obviously, we got Specs taking the win. Great drive from him. Steve-O in second, with Isaiah in third. Z in fourth. Fishtail in fifth. Jay sixth. Apex seventh. Smack Attack Matt in eighth. Shippo into ninth. Mufasa 10th. Tom 11th. Lechik 12th. Amethyst in 13th with Bivvy. I think Bibby struggled with that. That hard tyres are just not good, are they?
Yeah, that's a risky. I don't know if I would do that, but
No, it's
you
definitely something
know,
I would try to avoid. I mean, I don't know if any of our races are forcing us to go onto hards with the.
I don't think so. That was a fun race. I was a
I've
little,
enjoyed having you on comms.
yeah, I was a little sad we didn't see rain, and you know, we had some technical difficulties there at the beginning, but we worked it out. So thank you for stepping in, and
Yeah, it's a shame.
um,
Lucky we couldn't get Lucky in as well. Even when I sent him the invite to the party, couldn't get in. I don't know if he's having issues his end.
so I have to do it again. And what do we have next week? It's is it Spain? Are we in Barcelona?
Is it Catalonia next week? I think. Let's have a quick look at the calendar. Obviously, we have the sprint on Saturday, which obviously isn't televised, and then the two races on the Sunday. So, have you got any predictions for next week?
Well, I I I really liked the performance from the top five in this race, and I think we'll continue to see those guys dominate.
Yeah, I
Um,
definitely think these guys have put themselves at the forefront, haven't they?
hmm
Those top four, I mean, those top four guys at the beginning were long gone, weren't they? I know Fishtail obviously is the one who started from the back, so I would bring him into that category as well. Definitely.
Yeah, I
I
would
think
too.
Jay on his day, obviously extremely fast, but riddled with a few mistakes. Yeah, it's Barcelona next week.
Well, I'm just going to throw it out that I think the BRZ is very good in Barcelona,
I
so
also think the BRZ. So you're putting pressure on yourself there.
I think so.
That's what we like to see. But thank you for joining tonight. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much, Chunky, for having me, and I hope to do it again.
I've definitely, and we'll catch all you guys next time. Thank you for tuning in,
All right, have a good evening.
and you take care.